So last Tuesday, 5 people got arrested. Well, 4 people got arrested. Two men, well, 3 men now and 1 female. I mean, what was your thoughts on that, man? It's a lot of evidence. It's surveillance out. It's text messages out. What was your thoughts on that?
That's how you kill it. Boy, that's how you kill it. Trying to get away. Don't give a damn about getting caught.
We're gonna start this interview up. We're gonna listen to the audio.
Oh man, we're here, man. I think everybody knows why we're here, man. We're back sooner than before, sooner than ever. Everybody knows why we're here.
You think they know why we're here? What? You think they know why we're here today? Because we do this shit all the time, Sean. They can't think. They can't know why we're here.
Listen to the audio.
I think fans put 2 and 2
Charelston
together.
White.
They see things. They see other interviews
Charelston
I
White,
do. They see
Saycheese
blogs
TV.
posting it. They see your name being brought up.
Okay, let's talk then. Let's see why we're here then.
So what are you wearing right now? Is this a doctor suit?
Man, this is a new doctor suit, homie. Dr. Umar Johnson got a bullshit doctorate degree. So I've been given an honorary doctorate degree by the nation, homie. I'm the new doctor. I'm the new minister for black people. So I minister healing by way of words. I diagnose them mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and psychologically. I'm an expert in diagnosing.
Oh, okay. Because I know Fulio's mom is a nurse, so I didn't know if that was a.
I'm a doctor. I ain't no nurse, nigga. Yeah, she got to do what the doctor say do. Yeah, she only went so far. So she minister medication is given by the doctor. I minister real healing by way of words.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't belittle a nurse though, because people, based off Fulio's music, people assumed his mom to be a hood rat or.
She is. Some of them little boys in the rap song say they gonna have her going back to snorting cocaine. One of them said.
He talking about Julio Fulio moms right now. Sean Cotton, Saycheese TV. He brought up what's going on with you. Oh yeah, safe chat. Appreciate that, Maria. But he brought up Saycheese TV. Saycheese TV brought up Fulio mom. So I want y'all to listen to the interview. Listen to what Charelston is saying. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop it every once in a while and I'm gonna knock out some key points. What you mean, rest in peace, Saycheese? What happened with him? Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all listen.
The rap song, I can't think. I heard it the other day.
This is what he talking about. What he talking about right here. What's up?
So she might have been a hood rat mama. She raised the boy in the ghetto, single parent mom. Boy got put out at 14 years old. Them hood rat babies.
How's everybody doing? Love you too.
Most women who are not hood rats, their children ain't getting put out at 14 years old. They're not ending out on their own at 16 years old. Most mothers are gonna go to extreme measures to keep their children from being in the streets as children, teenagers. So I would assume she's a hood rat mama.
His sister's a teacher.
I know
plenty of hood rat teachers that work at A.M. Payton, Maud R. Logan, or Sam Houston High School. Them hoes get high and all kind of shit. Nigga, teachers and nurses, man, them ain't nothing but some executive hoes, that's all.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We got hats.
Well, I mean, your name came up in the interview, and I mean, she voiced her dislike for you. Threatened you before that said he was gonna smack you.
Why she say she don't like
shirts.
me? She don't know me.
Shirts, $30.
I guess she says you're too old to be doing the things.
I got hats too back there, $20.
She's too old to be getting shot. My mama ain't never been shot. My grandmama ain't never been shot. My mama house ain't never been shot up. She too old to not have a man. And she too young to be burying a son. So who give a f if I'm too old to be acting like this online? I'm a character. This is not who I am in real life. I'll become a millionaire from playing this character. So how am I too old to become successful? So, your mama.
What's up, everybody?
I had no idea who your
hats.
son was. I heard his music.
We got hats, man. $, extra POT. If you want a hat, $, extra POT. That's my cash app. You can leave an address there and all of that. So $, extra POT. For my t-shirts, $30. And then the hats is $20.
And at the time, he just had made a polarizing song at a graveyard with dead people. So when I saw this, he was just making this song. Who wouldn't be about that? So she's me. So let me just say something. Her son threatened me as a young man, and I'm an older man, close to her age.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel.
Disrespectful demon son said that he was gonna.
That Charleston White just said. He just said that Julio Fulio was a demon. And what he's saying is, he said his mom produced a demon, but she didn't discipline him, train him up in the way that he should go. And she knew, just like we know all our children, what they do when they not in present, just like in school. You know what you about know what your children will do. You about know what your children won't do. So what he's saying is, they should celebrate the fact that this was a demonic kid. He was a demonic child that made people cry, that made moms cry, that he enforced street gang culture rules and all of that. So they said, Charleston White is saying the fact that he's dead, we should be celebrating because it's a demon that was tormenting Jacksonville. That's a cold piece of work if you really look at it like that. I ain't even gonna lie. Bad parenting. I see what you're saying. Yep, bad parenting. Let's check it out.
Commented about a video he made against dead people at a graveyard.
Make sure y'all subscribe.
He said he was slapping.
Hit my cash app if you want a shirt.
If I was her, I wouldn't have no problem with me and my son done threaten him.
Hit the cash.
She got to be a hood rat mama. I sat and listened to that woman make justifications, excuses for her son's behavior. Not once did she hold him accountable. Me and my brother caught a murder case, Sean, as children. My brother just come home from doing 31 years for a murder he committed at 17 years old. My mother never made excuses for us. When we would complain about it's hard on us.
I also love the freedom and the flexibility to be able to still do field trips. And
when we would complain about it's hard on us, my mother would remind us that you guys are responsible for taking somebody's life. I still get to come see you, son. That other mother can't go see her baby. I don't hear that woman like that. I heard that woman make excuses for him making a song at a graveyard.
Oh yeah, I think I appreciate that.
Graveyard. Come on, mama. That's why that boy dead.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. Gazzy 8.
So I know she can't sleep good at
shirt
night.
seat. I don't know how to say it.
That's one of those mothers who condone their children's wrongdoing. When my brother committed a murder case, my mom.
I like what you said. You say Charleston White just want the betterment of the black community. No matter how he pushes his message and what he says, his antics, his all his antics that he does. He's very colorful with words and how he presents his case. At the end of the day, he wants what's best for the black community. So I like what you just said there.
What made him turn himself in? My brother committed a murder case. My mama made him turn himself in because my mother don't condone our wrongdoing. Mama say what's right is right and wrong is wrong. So when mama want to know who's right and who's wrong,
that's a big thing in the community right there, because what happens is you have some parents, no matter if your child is wrong or no matter if your child is wrong or right, you're going to protect them either way, whether that child is wrong. I know parents like that. you have some parents that wants to know, like, what happened? Who did what? Let's break this situation down by each situation. Okay, who was right and who was in the wrong? That's what you got to look at. Who was right and who was in the wrong? Right is right and wrong is wrong. We're getting to a point of this age. We're getting to a point in time right now where right is going to be called wrong and wrong is going to be called right. These are the times that we are in right now. So what it is that when you have a parent that's looking for the right way, which I don't think Julio mom was looking at it in a way of right or wrong. She was just protecting a kid. She was just protecting her child. Whether he was right, whether he was wrong. She never apologized to the victim. She never apologized for the way that, she never did tell Saycheese, she never did raise her son like that. She didn't say anything, but she made what I heard in the interview was a lot of excuses. Let me put it like that.
Listening to his mama, I'm saying, man, that's one of them ghetto hoes. Because if she a nurse, why she didn't...
My bad, y'all. It's
School
coming back.
the other day. So we had a village, homie.
Yeah.
So what I heard her say is, she kept him in the hood with very little parental supervision, and she had no desire to move him out of there, knowing that he could possibly be killed even after he was shot. I'm gonna do whatever it takes for me and my children to make it home.
And when
Even
Judge and
moving out
Fellow
of a
Jay
location that's
Thompson
not beneficial for us, especially if I'm a nurse or a doctor.
is that the law is not your child.
I salute you. I know she's gonna see this. I know it's a rough time
Judge and
for
Fellow.
her.
Okay, I see what you're saying on that.
And I just salute you for keeping it respectful. Cause I know how you can get.
Yeah. No. I don't want to disrespect her because she have a right to her feelings, homie.
That makes sense.
And I wouldn't like nobody who done said the things about my son. But when I look at it, he don't know my son, but what's out here. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He don't know my son, but what's being put out here.
Hey, if your partner is being secretive with their phone, you need to do this now. Most people...
He don't know my son, but what's being put out here. That's why I'm saying to her, she really don't know me based on the character that she see online, so she have a right to that.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. I mean, Julio wasn't a felon. Based off what she's telling me, he was a good kid.
How?
That's why she feels like she was a good mom. He wasn't a felon. He never did.
But how can she feel like he's a good mom? Homie, what good mom allows their kid to be put out at 14 and be in the streets at 16, get shot? What good mom does that? What good mom lets him go live somewhere else as a 16-year-old? What good mom does that? I remember my mama put my brother in an adolescent home, homie, to try to get him some help.
And see, that's another thing, what he's saying. You know, she didn't do everything that she possibly could to help her child out. You know what I'm saying? Charelston White is saying, I remember when my mom, after I went through what I went through, getting locked up and all the other type of stuff, but I remember my mom, she was trying to make sure that my little brothers, the ones that was under me, she didn't want them to go the same route. Now, what she did was, I remember her putting my brother that was right up under me, she sent him away to go get locked up because she started seeing that he was following in the same footsteps that I was following, that I was going in. But, after she had dealt with me, she learned, she knew that she was going to deal better, you know what I'm saying, with the next ones. So I heard about him, everything I got locked up for. She actually put him in something, in like one of the little adolescent homes, got him locked up, and made sure that, he did come back straight, but she did everything that she possibly could to make sure. But like, as you get older, you're going to make your own choices and decisions. But at that time, she was just trying to make sure that he wasn't going to follow in the same footsteps that I was following in. She didn't want him to follow in the same footsteps that I was going in, headed down the road of destruction. The staggering amount of people that Charlton has spoken truth about, like King Von and others, is what needs speaking about. They shouldn't be put on a pedestal by any means. No, because once you put that type of behavior, I like what you just said. What's your name? Gat, you're right. I don't know how to say your name, but Gat, you know what I'm talking about, the comment I just read. Because what happens is, it's like when you glorify that behavior right there, just like you glorify the gang behavior, you glorify a child being bad, or even when a child is 2 years old, when a child snatch away from you and then the mom thinking that's cute, and the mom may let that stuff ride instead of spanking that child on the hand, and we start, you know what I'm saying, building up to that. But what it is once you get to that age, and what you saying is you keep putting that stuff on the idol, like King Von, you know, the pimp culture, the gang culture, and if you put that stuff on a pedestal, let me say this: he who controls images. This is what Confucius said. Confucius said, he who controls images will control the mind. If you control a society, and if you control the images that they see before them, you will be able to control their mind. That's why they make sure that we see King Von. That's why they make sure we see all of these rappers, and you know, like this is the only way that, you know, that like this is speaking for all the black community. So yeah, you are right. You were exactly right what you said in there. That's the image that they want us to see, but it's not good. They shouldn't be put on no pedestal.
When he started becoming angry and violent and getting into it, my mama put him in an adolescent home to get him some help. So, come on, how you a good kid? And what concerns me is she know too much about the kid's business, homie, and she know detailed stuff. She kind of remind me of Mama Duck, who was, she know too much detailed stuff about the kids' business, and they
She didn't allow a lot of the stuff to come to the home, though.
We got the shirts and hats. She told me. I got the hat back there.
Duck mom was the hangout spot. Her spot wasn't the hangout spot. She knew a lot based off of the parents, it seemed like, because they all grew up together.
How do all the parents know what's going on with the kids? The kids ain't telling mom and dad and them what's going on unless they sitting around engaging. We not telling mom and them who we drinking and spending on. How they know? How she knows so much about me? If I was to die right now, my mama would know what happened. Nigga, when that shit happened in the barbershop, my mama don't know what.
And what he's saying is, it's so good because it's like, when I was out there and I was doing all my little dirt and stuff like that, I didn't want my mama to know half of the stuff that I was doing out there, and I sure wasn't coming back talking to her and telling her about it. Because I know that, you know what I'm saying, as a God-fearing parent, she wasn't going to approve of none of that stuff anyways. Half of the stuff I was out there doing. So it's like, it's like she was too involved within her kid's life, you know, to know what was going on. And it was like she was allowing half of that stuff that he was doing. She didn't really put no stop to it. Or maybe she did try, but it wasn't hard. She didn't try hard enough. I'm going to say that because, like you said, man, that little boy Fulio, man, he worked hard to put himself in the position. For him being a hump in the ground, he worked hard for him putting himself in that position. He worked it hard. It's just like a doctor and a lawyer. It's just like a doctor and a lawyer who go to school. You don't see them for like 7 years. They go to school, get out, they work hard and become successful, a doctor or lawyer. He did the same thing in the streets. He worked hard to kill himself in the streets. All the songs that he was putting out, you know, dissing the dead, with the homeboys in the grave and all of that. You think they not gonna want his head after that? But that's some demonic types. Let me get back to it.
What went on? Nigga, my mama don't know.
On the road, what's the?
Because we're not sitting up having these conversations. We keeping these things from
Charleston White talked about King Von being a serial killer.
Kind of
and Prime, Aiden Ross tried to fight. Yeah, I remember that. He tried to fight him, and it doesn't make sense. Charlton is trying to help.
What she's saying,
but
homie,
I think he got Aiden coming
my
around
song
though.
made a lot of people cry. So now it's her
He
time.
got
to cry.
Aiden coming around a little bit though.
He reaped what he sowed.
You're right. I remember that episode where because what Charleston did was he was like, well, shit, if you like King Von so much, he turned around and said, I love Hitler. That's what he told Aiden Ross. And Hitler was, he did a mass killing on the Jews. So he was like, well, hell, if you like King Von, who like to kill, who unalive blacks, I like Hitler, and it messed him up. So what can you say? Because what happens is people don't usually see the other side of the token. It's like they're lost. They only see what they want to see. But man, you absolutely right, man. I see you've been watching a lot of Charleston White. I see it. I can hear it. What you comment, I hear it.
And she get what he gave out. I never heard her apologize to anybody. My mother would apologize for things that her children done. And she would say, I didn't raise them to be like this.
Listen, what he just said. He said, my mama would apologize. That woman got on TV and made justifications. She justified what she did. I think we have to, it's a time where we have to draw a line in the sand. And then we got to draw the line in the sand because it seems like everything is blurred right now. But you got to draw a line in the sand and say what's right is over here, and what's wrong is over here. It's coming a time where you have to draw that line in the sand, and you're gonna have to choose. You're gonna have to choose right, but you got to choose right. You're gonna have to choose wrong. But here is the line. But the line has become so blurred, and it's so gray. It's in a grayish area over here. Or it's become so political to where we don't even know what's right from wrong. So we got to draw that line in the sand.
So then I never heard him apologize. So I heard her say,
oh, I did miss your earlier comments.
Keep my son's legacy alive with his music.
I missed it. Let me see.
All his music.
It takes many years for our brains to fully develop. Us as men, and most get into a deep shit before realization hits. I see what you're saying, because you can be in a situation,
and that's what got him killed. He got.
You can do something as a child,
and I just want to say this.
Say you unalive somebody as a child, but if you don't have that fully developed brain, you may not even understand it until, like you said, years later. Once you get behind bars, you get life, and then that's when everything hits you. It's a lot of people that are not really. I was watching this little show yesterday that they were doing this investigation, and this guy he had killed his girlfriend or somebody that was close to him. He had killed this girl. This is a black guy. He was like, but he kept crying. And it was like he didn't realize. It's almost like, I guess, not saying just something took over him, but he didn't even realize what he did. But all he kept saying was, I'm not a killer. I'm not a killer. I'm not a killer. And then he's crying. So a lot of times people are in situations. It's like you get put in a situation. Those are situational killers. People are not really people who really, you know what I'm saying, that are, you know what I'm saying, that'll hurt you like that. This was just a moment of maybe passion or emotion, and it happened. Like you said, the brain really doesn't develop as men. And that's why we have to have our fathers, we have to have a mentor. We gotta have somebody there to teach us, you know what I'm saying, to help raise us. Guidance above emotion, guidance above my emotions. Guidance above my emotions. Somebody got to teach you and how to guide you above your emotions, because what you feel all the time, just because you feel something, that doesn't mean it's always right. And that doesn't mean that you're supposed to always act out of what you feel.
A young nigga getting high drinking, getting ready to get some pussy.
Fathers in the home is a must.
He died in sin.
Fathers in the home is a must.
So I believe he went
Fathers
to hell.
in the home is a must.
He
That's
died
real.
in sin, getting high, getting drunk, getting ready to go fornicate and commit adultery. He went to hell.
And just like Charleston just said, he said, I mean, I can't say whether he went to hell or not, but Charleston said it boldly that he went to hell. But a lot of times, you know, even when we go to the funerals and, you know, we preach the funerals, and if you go to a funeral, you preach a funeral, and we know how this person lived. Yeah, we may not know if God ever got a chance, or they ever got a chance to, you know, to ask God to forgive them of their sins, or, you know, whatever the case is. And I believe that's between them and God. But we know that they live like hell. They lived the game, remember, they lived this life. And then, you know, we want to push them on and say, you know what I'm saying, that they went to heaven, but then they terrorized the damn neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say it has to come back to drawing a line in the sand, because if we don't draw that line in the sand, we gonna feel this certain type of way, or, you know, we may feel right, or we may feel wrong today, or we're gonna blur the line between right and wrong when it's all said and done. And it's like we don't have no definite. We got to have something. We gotta have something. We gotta draw some type of line to, you know, right, or we got to have something. Because if that's the case, that means we can do whatever we want to do.
I mean, you get high and go to the club and shit like that too.
But at least I get to ask God for forgiveness before I die. You don't never know. So you gotta, you see what I'm saying? At least when I'm said done, before I fall, I get to ask God, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. He didn't get to do none of that.
What's your message to Jacksonville as a whole, though?
Celebrate his death. Tell Young and H to make another badass diss song about him. Don't stop, Young and H. Keep it going. Make a man run his ass. Make his mama cry some more. Cause he would do Young and H like that. So if I was Young and H, nigga, I would make more diss song about his mama. Nigga, I would come out. Don Julio would be our drink forever. I would quench my thirst.
Yeah, we do get judged after life. Yeah, I believe that.
Listening to
completely agree, bro. I think at least 50% of problems both our kids and white communities will be solved just by having more presence of a father figure. You ain't lying.
Physically,
somebody. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as it's somebody that's positive, that can lead you and get you going in the right direction. But some of these single parent homes, that's what the mother is supposed to be doing. The mother is supposed to be finding, especially if she got a young boy. She's supposed to be trying to find some type of male that's going to bring him, that's going to help him out. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean on that. Hey, good to meet you, matey. I'll get back tomorrow. Oh yeah, bet. I appreciate that. Okay, that's what's up. Positivity. I like that. But supposed to be protecting that, and the mother does. Yep. That's why God created it the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a mother and a father there. The positivity, the woman is the first teacher of the child, because she's going to be there with the child, teaching them. Leave a like, ladies and gents. I appreciate that, man. Y'all make sure y'all leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be doing a lot more. A lot more live. Let's get the rest of it. We're gonna listen about
hearts, making mamas cry.
About
sisters and
5 more minutes, and I'm gonna get off here.
So that's his family time. So don't be mad at me.
So last Tuesday, 5 people got arrested. Well, 4 people got arrested. 2 men. Well, 3 men now and 1 female. I mean, what was your thoughts on that, man? It's a lot of evidence. It's surveillance out. It's text messages out. What was your thoughts on that?
That's how you kill him. Boy, that's how you kill him. Trying to get away. Don't give a damn about getting caught. Let's just get him and worry about it later.
About that too.
And then my second thought was, boy, they gonna be sucking on that little girl pussy.
Appreciate it.
Boy, that little yellow boy, they gonna be sucking on her little pussy. She got to fight.
Oh yeah, you talking about that?
That's what I thought.
You
Appreciate
think she
that,
gonna rap?
appreciate that.
Hell yeah, she gonna rap. Everybody gonna rap, including the nigga. Everybody gonna talk, nigga. The type of pressure they finna put on them niggas because the FBI gonna get involved because they had to get on the highway. They had to get on the federal highway. Interstate commerce.
I'll be safe. I appreciate that.
Cross through lines, city lines, homie. So the feds gonna get involved.
Appreciate that, Josh. Appreciate
And
that.
they'll never see daylight again. They'll never see daylight again. Because this was such a brazen act, and the extent, the levels that they went through to get this nigga. That's how you kill it. What them young did, crash out, don't take the license plate out, kill him and go to jail like them did. But after you kill him, send a message where the police know you did it and say, killed him, like they did. They let everybody know they did it.
My parents need to watch her kids so that they don't get abducted right when their parents look up. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, the light-skinned kid,
you gotta be mindful.
Kid, he used his own mom's car.
You gotta be mindful about your kids.
That's my, yeah, that's my kind of. I remember I used to tell, hey, listen, and the reason I say that, remember I was 21 years old. And I used to say, Mama,
you gotta be mindful about your kids.
I got a job.
Something can happen just like that. Sometimes we don't even know.
Can I borrow your car?
My sister,
yes,
my sister
you
was selling me something.
$30 for some gas?
Somebody tried to do that, tried to get her.
I get 50. Yeah, I still
she had a thing with her.
Get the key. I go pick up my partner, Tori Thomas.
So I guess they changed
and me and that go break in the houses in my mama's car. I used to park back the car up in the driveway.
Your kids are vulnerable.
Nigga, and be walking out them people's house with my mama's car in the driveway with the license plate, stealing people's computers and.
But let me tell you a little bit about that though. What's happening is a lot of people don't know that the migrant crisis that we have, that there's people that's coming into these the United States. We got a lot of people that's coming from. Not crazy houses, probably a step up from a crazy house, but then we got all of the people that the countries they're releasing most of the least of those from their population. They're releasing people from the country. This was what's going on in this migrant crisis. So they're releasing the killers, they're releasing the rapists, they're releasing the people that's doing the crime, all of that. So they're releasing them into this country. So that's why you got an up spike. I'm not saying that it's more of an up spike in the violence. I'm not saying that we didn't have violence, but it got worse when this migrant crisis happened. So it all has to do with the border, protecting our border. Now, one thing about Trump, he keeps saying that he doesn't want people in here, and I hope I don't lose y'all when I say this. Trump doesn't want people in here illegally, but he doesn't mind people coming in as long as they come in right. But he doesn't want the least of those, the least of their population, the thugs, the drug dealers, the rapists, and all of that. He doesn't want those type of people pouring into here because there has been an upspike in crime, and it's been an upspike in unalivements.
VCR. I used to do shit like that. My mama car go rob in it and then take it back to mama like a nigga been looking for a job, smelling like weed. So I get it, homie. But that little nigga, he wanted him dead. But look what he was doing, homie. You reap what you see.
Yes, there is an app that allows you to.
So when it all comes down to it,
registered sex offenders in your.
So when it all comes down to it, with Julio Fulio, you reap what you sow. Let's see what you got. Yeah, like it's another time that they can have dumped those kids right in the pants, look away, and ain't going to be good. Yep, exactly. Yeah. She still got her kid. Yeah, she still got it. We're gonna listen about 2.5 more minutes.
But look what he was doing, homie. You reap what you sow.
You reap what you sow.
And I just want to remind people, I say mean things. I don't do things to harm people. It's a big difference. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. It's a big difference.
Yeah, they really wanted dude, and I don't know, man.
I told him he was gonna get killed, though. Remember, I told him they gonna kill him. I told him they gonna kill him. Yeah, I told him they gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I couldn't wait for him to get him. Like I said, I told y'all they would get that nigga. He was too mean and cruel. Homie, I told you I had never seen nothing like that before. The level of disrespect, nigga, with the big old pictures of the boy. Homie, I had never seen that
I'm about
before.
to head out. I'll see y'all later. Thank y'all for stopping in.
So
make sure y'all subscribe to the
he
channel.
got what he deserved, homie.
I'll let y'all have a good one. Thank you.
And he worked hard to put that hump in the ground.
You think it's impossible to get away with murder these days?
Yes, it's possible.